Welcome guys, Adam here, Blackfyre Productions. Welcome back to another episode of World War Marvel. Today I am joined by Ben. How are you, sir?
Doing well, yourself?
Awesome, doing well. Thank you for coming down.
Yeah.
So first time out and about.
Up this way, yeah.
Yeah, well, I should say out for a game here.
Yes,
Because when I first met you, actually, you were living
in Aurelia.
Yeah, which is a few months ago, but since you've moved and such.
Yeah.
So we're here for some MCP today because you're getting into that game, which is awesome. Super fun game.
Yep.
So
Getting into all the games at this point.
Legion,
Legion, Star.
Yeah.
Just start taking the list.
Yep. Well, you're my hobby shed. You know.
Oh,
I feel your pain or enjoyment. Actually, it's more enjoyment.
I need my own house at this point.
Yeah,
that's where we're at.
Yeah. So today we are throwing down some MCP though, and we have already rolled off for priority, which I have priority. I got 3 successes to your 2. So I went with my extracts from my list and ended up drawing Research Station Attacked. You not having priority had your blues, your secures, and you went with Superpower Scoundrel Form Sinister Syndicate. So Research Station Attacked is a map E, where there's 3 tokens up the center of the board. You have 2 evac points and a researcher in the center, and it's basically capture the flag, where whoever controls that researcher gets to move it in the power phase within 2.
Right.
Okay. What happens though is you score 2 victory points if you're contesting and have more models on that.
Okay.
Okay. Then we have the Superpower Scoundrels. It's going to be a very high scoring game. You get 1 victory point for each secure during the cleanup phase that you are contesting and have under your control. And then if somebody is attacking you and they're not at the same ambush token, you get cover from all their attacks as well, which is really nice. Okay. Also, for the research station, if it's within 1 of the evac point on the opposite side of your board, so if you get it to the evac on my point, you get 2 additional victory points in that phase as well. So so it's really, really good. And so you decided to go with 20 threat though today. 20 threat. I haven't played a 20 threat game and I don't know how long.
Hulk and Thor. I mean, come on.
I get it, yeah. And you're throwing down with Avengers. I'm throwing down with Spider Foes list. So it should be pretty good. Before we get into the match, though, check out the links in the description of the video down below. You'll see the Patreon page there. If you want to support the channel, you can. As well, you can check out the channel sponsors, Torchlight Games and Hobbies out of Burlington, Ontario, Canada. Check those guys out. Use the code FIRE5 to save 5% off of your hobby supply needs. So without further ado, let's show you the board, show you the teams and rosters we're using today, and get right into the match from there. And here we are with my roster of 10 men today. So obviously I am using Spider Foes. I got my Green Goblin there. I have my Venom, my Lizard, my Carnage, Doc Ock. Then I got Bullseye, Taskmaster. And then I got Kraven, and I got Mysterio and Hood. So I tried to do like a very much a street sort of theme, like low-level thugs, minus like a couple of like these guys. Like, you're not seeing like a Hela who's a goddess of death or a Thanos or any like the big like cosmic entities or anything. More like people that you would find New York Street doing their thing, right?
People who started out as people.
Yeah. Or still are people, maybe. Yeah. Or maybe not.
Lizard, I think there's an argument to say not so much.
I agree. So the 5 that I'm using today for the 20 threat match is going to be Green Goblin, Venom, Carnage, Doc Ock, Bullseye, Mysterio. So that is my 20 threat. Tactics cards that I got are Lethal Protector, Grand Illusion, Carnage Rules, No Matter the Cost, Sinister Traps. The other cards that I have are going to be Brace, Indomitable, Hood's Gang. I should have really taken like Brace or Indomitable, but I completely whiffed on those. No Matter the Cost. No, sorry. Well-laid plans, exceptional healing? Yeah, those are the ones. Other tactics cards or crisis cards that I have. So instead of Research Station, I have Skrulls and Hammers, and Infinity Formula, Mutant Madman turns City Center into Lethal Amusement Park, and Riots. Here we are with Ben's roster. Ben, why don't you walk us through who you're using today?
So I'll be using Hawkeye, Black Widow, Thor, Hulk, and Captain America.
Very, very cool. So a bunch of throws, and I completely forgot my Brace and Indomitable cards that I had in my roster.
Should be fun.
Should be fun. I think I'm going to get thrown quite a bit. That's okay. I don't mind. Silly me. Tax cards you're using, I guess?
Yeah, so I got Thunder Wave, Avengers Assemble, Anger Management, Gamma Launch, and Professionals.
Oh, Gamma Launch is very, very nice, especially in this one. You can get anywhere you want, so that's awesome. What are your other Crisis cards? Did you have your other 3 by chance? Crisis cards are not. If they're not handy right now, don't worry about it. But either way, so that is what Curtis is using in today's match. I'll show you the board. I apologize to Ben. I was playing Curtis last night, and then I called him Curtis this morning. I apologize, Ben.
It's all good.
And here we are with the board that we are playing on. We are playing on an iWargame. Matt, gonna throw it. Well, it was already out, so I just thought we'd use it again because I played last night on it. So here we are with the same board. We'll change it up for next match. How about that?
Sounds good.
So I'm playing on this side. I'm assuming you're gonna stay on that side.
Yeah, might as well.
It's up to you. Your choice, right? You can be wherever you
I'm
want.
happy
So.
where I'm at.
Okay, so obviously Researcher and one of the ambush tokens in the center there. You got Ben's extract point, evac point over there, mine across the way, and then more tokens there, and then there, and there. Garbage truck size 4, F-150 size 3, cars are size 2. Gazebo I've always played as size 3, the same as this sucker over here, the Daily Bugle. Buildings are size 5, dumpster size 2, trees are size 2. Everything else, like the scatter train, size 1 there, size 1 there. So yeah, that is the board. We will come back with deployment next. We have deployment, so I placed Doc Ock, Bullseye, Carnage, Venom, Green Goblin, and then Mysterio over there, where Ben, you placed over here Black Widow, Hulk, Captain America, Thor, and Hawkeye over there. You did make a change though, because you brought Professionals, but it's a useless card for this scenario, so I'm like, go ahead and make a change.
So I decided to choose Patch Up
For some healing. Yeah, very good, very good. So yeah, that is the board. We will come back after the power phase and see what happens in round 1. Okay, so in the power phase, I have to place Sinister Traps, which allows me to place a objective token, or choose an objective token. The first time a character ends a movement, a character, doesn't have to be you, it could be me as well. A movement, which means place, push, move action, a throw is technically, I think, I actually don't know if a throw is a movement off the top of my head. I'd have to double check. But if they end within 2 of the objective, roll 5 dice, the moving character suffers 1 damage for each crit, hit, or wild. And then they are pushed. The character, if the character suffers damage, it is pushed short. The character's opponent resolves the push. Okay, Bullseye here is going to go as my first activation. He's just going to sit up here within 1 of said objective, like so, and that is all Bullseye is going to do. All right, activating for your first activation of round 1. Who are you doing, and what are you doing?
So I'm going to activate Hulk first.
Okay.
And I'm going to start off with a Gamma Launch.
Okay.
So burn his 3 power.
Interesting.
And yeet. Attach.
Black Widow's coming up the board.
Apparently the lullaby didn't work this time around.
Yeah, so she's throwing her away. He's throwing her away. Get out of here. So she's coming up.
Yep.
I like it. Sounds good.
And then I'm going to
actually move Hulk and stuff.
Actually move Hulk up to secure this.
Very interesting. I like it. Are you just staying there, or are you going to push him forward a little bit?
His range...
I got a range 4 attack here.
Sorry,
and I got
securing the objective.
Oh, range 1.
Range 1.
Yep.
Which was an inch off, right?
Yeah. So you could, like, you...
Just going to move him up to a point where...
You can still contest and then threaten. That's probably a better idea. Sounds good! Alright, we'll come back with my next active. You actually ended off within 2 of the center objective as well. So Natasha explodes with the Sinister Trap. So if I get crit, hit, or wild, you take a point of damage for each one. And if you're damaged, I get to push you short. Alright, so you take 3 damage from that.
Good.
It is an enemy effect, so you get 3 power as well. Okay, so after taking 3 points of damage from the Sinister Traps, I get to place you, or push you short. And I don't believe it says away, so I believe it's any direction. An ally character, yada, yada, yada. So if the character suffered damage, it is pushed short. Yeah, so I can push you short in any direction. I want you to actually come towards me. So that way I can do some damage to you, hopefully. That's the hope. I hope. Mysterio is going to be my next activation. He's going to take a move action just to get within 1 of that back point over there. And then he's going to do a hypnotic gas because I am within 3 now of you. But not within 2, so you don't get your martial arts. Actually, this is Mystic anyways. He's going to do a hypnotic gas into Black Widow. I know you have defense of 4, don't you? Mystic, the blue one.
Yes.
Yep. So here we go. Let's see what I get. That's a really good roll. So that's 3. So you roll your defenses now.
Okay.
You're blocking 3. Roll your crit in there.
Blank. And you're not within 2, so I can't use that.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a Mystic, so wouldn't be able to do it anyways.
So you've blocked 3. I'm gonna have you re-roll one of those successes with my leadership from Green Goblin. There we go. So you take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
And I think that dazes you anyways,
Yep,
right?
she is dazed.
So with that is going to be Mysterio being done. He did gain additional power from the blank. So yeah, who are you going to go with? You know, sir.
I think I'm going to go with Hawkeye.
Ah, Hawkeye. The Hawkster. He is such a good character piece. I absolutely hate playing against him. Absolutely love it at the same time when I get to use him. So
I'll move him up to there.
okay, sounds good.
And I don't really think I have anything I can do right at the moment.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, nothing really at the moment, so I'm just going to move him just up and...
Keep him within range so he can shoot people and do what Hawkeye does best.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go with Doc Ock next for me. He's just going to move up something like that. I think he's been moved slightly because he was supposed to be within 1. I don't know if I have you in range for a shot, but I'm going to check it out and see what I... And after that, I do have a range 3 strike into Hawkeye. It is a physical attack, the red dice, so your defense is 4, I think, with Hawkeye. And I only have 4 dice. Most of my guys, except for like the symbiotes and Green Goblin now, are like 4 dice strikes. So, you know, not a lot. No. Symbiotes can do a lot of work though. So each wild on this though counts as 2 successes.
Oh wow.
Okay. So that's the only thing. And let's see what I get. Nothing. Nothing at all.
I like that.
Yeah. Not even a crit to gain extra power or anything else like that. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Oh, man. I'll make you re-roll that block that you got in there. No. So that is Doc Ock. All right. Who are you going with next? Got Cap and Thor left.
So I'm going to actually start with the Tactics card.
Okay.
I'm going to do Avengers Assemble.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend power off of Thor,
and
Captain America, and Hawkeye to move them all short.
Okay. We'll see what happens after that. And Cap and Thor have both moved up with Avengers Assemble, and Hawkeye just moved back out of striking range from Doc Ock over there. So that is what it's looking like after the Avengers Assemble. Cap is up.
So I'll move him
Yep.
to there.
Yep. Contesting both those objectives.
And then I will do a shield throw.
Okay. Into?
I'm going to say Doc Ock.
Ah, I'm definitely within range, so, and yeah, that'll be fun.
Gains power to the equal damage dealt on a wild push.
I'm just curious if Bullseye, he is not in range, unfortunately, for the ricochet. Let's see what you get. Okay, so you got 4, and you got a wild there, which is really good. So we'll just move those off to the side. Let's see what my physical defense of 4 says. I'm blocking 1 so far. I'm blocking 1, but I have cover because you're not contesting that ambush token.
Yep.
So I'm blocking 2. So he's going to take 2, and then he'll gain 3 power because he has scientific hubris. So every time I roll a crit, I gain 1 power. So, and the push over there has Doc Ock off the objective. But that's okay because Bullseye is still on it. Sorry, looking at the strike, not the shield throw, you get the ricochet, which you can go into Bullseye if you would like because he's within 3, but nobody else is. So, up to you.
Yeah, oh my god, I'm going to take advantage of this.
Yes, you do! So this is how my game last night went too, with like my opponent rolling like spiky attacks. So my physical defense is 3. I'm blocking 1, so he will take 4, which will daze Bullseye as well. Bullseye doesn't stick around. He's dazed after that, taking 4 damage. He'll gain 4 power. And also, the cover doesn't proc because your shield throw ignores cover.
Yep.
So I should have another one on, another damage on Doc Ock. Venom's going to go. Venom's just going to place himself within harm's way of that Thor. So I just want to end within 1 of this back or center objective.
Okay.
Something like that. Just within 1. Yeah. But I want some space to be able to get other people contesting it and such as well. So that is going to be Venom. Thor, what's the son of Odin going to do?
He is going to move up to here.
Okay.
And
Have
start
some fun.
swinging to the fences.
Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely.
So I'm going to do a strike
Yep.
on Venom.
That sounds good.
Roll this.
Wow.
I'm having a
Okay.
good day rolling.
You are having a really good day. That's 5. All right. All right, here we go. Venom says he's blocking 2, so you'll take 3.
Okay.
But you do also have the throw, I think, right? Is there a throw?
He throws short.
Yeah, so I'll take 3 damage. You could potentially 4 damage as well.
On the wild, before damage is dealt, if the target character is size 4 or less,
Which I am.
this character may throw it away short.
Yeah, and throwing me back into that light post gives me another point of damage, so it's 4 damage in total. I also get 4 power. So I now have 5 power off of that. You're still within range 3 of me. So I'm going to do so many snacks for 2, which is after the attack against this character is resolved, it can use a superpower. If I'm within 3, the character may make a single attack. And then I'll use 3 to do We Are Venom, which is his spender into Thor. Okay?
Okay.
Here we go with the dice roll for We Are Venom into Thor. I'm hoping that I do a ton of damage here and I can do some spiking. 3. So, because I need to heal that damage back that you just did to me. So, block him 1. Okay, so you take 2 points of damage. Yep. I heal 2. And then, yeah, that is that.
Don't get power for that, right?
You do get power from the bleed. Oh, okay, so you end your activation, and you take another point of damage on Thor. So he's at 3 damage because of the bleed effect and that. But Venom is off the point and back here, and is sitting on 2 damage on him as well. Green Goblin's going to be next. He's going to be moving up, but just as a clarification, I haven't used Venom in a long time. And so his spender doesn't actually do bleed, it just heals. So Thor is down to 2 damage, not 3 damage on him. And he loses the bleed because he never would have got it from Venom's spender. But going with the Green Goblin just has to move up. I really want to attack here, but I don't have the power to do it. So he's just going to move up again to be within 1.
Okay.
Of that back objective. And then Carnage over here, because you have nobody else to activate, correct?
Nothing left, no.
Okay, so Carnage is going to move twice as well. So he's going to come over here and then over here. So we're both contesting that center point. Okay?
Now, his ability...
Okay, here we are, cleanup phase of round 1. Going into round 2, we both score 2 victory points because we both have a ambush token there, and there. Nobody gets that one because there are 2 people from each side contesting it. Thor is starting off the round of round 2. What is he going to do?
He is going to get himself parked right here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend 6 power for God of Thunder.
Sounds good to me. Who would you like to attack first?
Let's start with Green Goblin and work our way around from there.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is 7 dice? Yeah, 7 dice.
7 dice. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right, you're at 5. You're at 6. Green Goblin says, okay, I'll take that. I block 3, so I'm taking 3 on Green Goblin. Oh my gosh. Going up against Venom now. Come on, Venom. Survive. Okay, that's good. Roll your crit in there. All right, so 3. Venom blocks nothing, so he takes 2. Now going into Carnage. Ooh, 4?
Yep.
Okay. Carnage is 1 energy defense because this is an energy attack. Ready? Here we go. He blocks it, so you'll take 3. Carnage says, I will eat it. So I am doing so many snacks up against Thor. It's just going to be 5 dice. This one will cause bleed.
Yep.
Okay, so it is physical. So 3.
3.
Yes. No wilds, but blocking 1. Okay, so you will take 2, and you will get bleed as well. Okay, so Carnage here is going to do a symbiote tendrils into Thor.
I'm going to spend 2 power off of Cap to do bodyguard.
Yeah, so it's only 1 because it's first power this turn. Okay. So that's always good for you. So it's going to be 5 dice up against your physical defense of Cap. Okay.
4.
Here we go. What do we got here? Yeah, 5 dice. My turn to spike.
There you go.
That's really good for me. There's 3 crits in there. So I am sitting at 7 right now. You block 1. Block 2, so that's 5.
Which is enough to stun him.
Okay, he is dazed. I gain 5 power as well. I will also spend 3 of those 5 power to paint the town red. So if this character dazes or KOs an enemy character with an attack during its activation, this character may spend this power to pay the superpower. After the attack is resolved, the character advances short, removes all damage, and then makes a symbiote's tendrils attack. So he's just going to, yeah, I think he's going to hang out there.
Okay.
So I'll put 2 of the 5 power on him, and then I'll see where I want him to go. Okay, Carnage is going to advance short towards Hawkeye, so I can get you within 3.
Okay.
Okay? Bam. Because I want to do my symbiote tendrils up against Hawkeye now.
Okay.
Who has not activated yet. So, what is your, is it your quick draw, I think? Fast draw? If I'm not within 3, you can shoot me, basically. Yeah, no.
It's 2 power, though. I don't have.
Okay, but it's 1, technically, because of Cap's leadership.
Oh. Okay.
Because he reduces every power, first power used in the round, right?
If the attacker is not within 3 of this character, it may use the superpower.
Okay.
But you are within 3.
I am within 3. So here comes my attack from the Carnage, or sorry, from the Paint the Town Red.
Physical?
It is physical, so 5 dice physical. I will roll that again. So that is 2, but I get a crit, so let's see what that is. 2 coming into Hawkeye. You're blocking 4. Doesn't even matter if I You're blocking 5. Doesn't even matter. Okay, so second action now is going to be another symbiote tendril, I think.
Is the first attack, first one against?
No. So I did my first attack against him.
Yeah.
Because he bodyguarded, I took him out.
Yep.
I used my superpower, which was Paint the Town Red, which allows him to move short, heal, and then do another symbiote tendril.
Okay.
But it can only be used once per turn.
Okay.
And then,
so swing to the fences again.
yeah. Oh. And oh man, I forgot you don't get to add crits. Not that it mattered. You don't get to add crits against him. So, or Venom technically, because of symbiote instincts. So many things I'm forgetting. So here we go. Symbiote tendril. So that's 4, 5 going into Hawkeye. Your crits don't explode.
Nope.
Because symbiote instincts, right?
Okay, so
And then I'm going to get you to re-roll one of those. Hopefully it's nothing. Okay, so you block 2, so you take 3.
3.
Yep. Okay. Now doing Carnage rules for 4 power. To advance Hawkeye short, which is just going to be over here. Like so. And then, so you're not on the objective, and then I get to make another symbiote tendrils attack. Okay? So 5 physical attack versus your 4 physical defense. I'm sorry.
Holy crits.
I know! There we go. I think Hawkeye is dazed.
There's nothing I can do.
Yeah. Like, unless you roll all your crits don't even explode. So yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. So
argument's sake, yeah. No.
Yeah, you take 1 point of damage, and he is dazed. I gain 1 power. And trying to remember things, you should have had cover from that first attack up against Hawkeye, but the second attack didn't matter because I had a ton of damage coming in.
It's a learning game for us, Paul.
Yeah. I'm still foggy here. This is like my third game doing this, so it's like trying to remember everything is hard at times. Who are you gonna activate next?
I'm gonna activate Black Widow.
Okay.
I'm just gonna bring her.
I don't even know if you want to bring her because I have that objective right now. You're injured. I'm healthy, so
Oh, she just flipped, so she's not injured.
No, she's on her injured side of the card compared to my healthy side. So whoever is on the healthy side trumps for contesting.
But if I can heal Thor.
Yeah, but he's outside of range. You'd have to get Thor back, right? So you could put her there, but I don't think it's going to matter much unless I move off of that point. So
we'll see.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'm going to spend
5, is it?
5.
I think you can spend up to 5.
Up to 5 for patch up.
Yeah.
It's up to 5. Remove damage.
Okay, so Thor is back up to full as well.
Yep.
Ugh. Okay.
So Thor is.
What are you doing for Black Widow's second action?
So second action, I'm going to do a strike against Green Goblin.
Okay. Is this physical?
It's energy.
Energy. Okay, so 3 defense here.
Yeah, so 4 dice.
2. And Green Goblin says I'm blocking 1.
Okay.
So he'll take 1. Is there any effects? I guess it's wild effects,
no,
right?
That's
so
a wild effect.
all right, he'll take 1. I'm gonna activate Green Goblin next. I think I might not be able to do that actually. My original plan. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, yeah, I can. Never mind. Because I am within 3 of you, yes?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to do Knight of the Goblin. From Green Goblin into the Hulk it's going to be energy for 4 power. So it's a 7-die attack, energy, or physical, I choose. And then if I deal damage to you, the target character gains a poison and incinerate special conditions, okay? So I'm hoping to roll well.
And is this what kind of attack?
Energy, so 3. So here we go. Here's my 7 dice. I will take it. That is 4 coming into you. Your crits do explode. So that was crit. Okay, so I can't remember. You have a reroll with the Hulk, so double check that, and we'll see if you want to reroll those at all. So taking 3 damage from Green Goblin onto the Hulk. You do get well, I guess you're immune to poison, right, with the Hulk? Yep. Yes, but you're
poison
not.
And stun.
Yeah, so you get the incinerate condition on him, though, at least. You're saving your power up for other things. So now, I'm going to do with Green Goblin again. I'm going to do my pumpkin bombs, but I'm going to do a hit and run. So that way, after hit and run is an action, this character immediately makes an attack action, followed by a move action. It can only be used once per turn. Okay, so here we go. 5 dice into your incinerated Hulk, and I will make it energy again, okay?
Good.
All right. So here we go. Incinerated energy. So you have 2 energy defense now. All right, so that's 4 going into you with no wilds. You're blocking 2.
Get much better than
I will get you to reroll one of those. Doesn't matter what one. All right, so you're blocking 1, so you'll take 3 more damage. Okay. And I'll gain 3 power from that. And then I'm going to do his movement. Yes, you do, sir. And ending my medium movement from my hit and run over there, like so. Hulk is going next for you?
Yep.
Okay. Are you sure you don't want to pass or anything? You're going to go? Yeah?
So he's going to gamma leap to there.
Yeah. I am going to pay 3 power to do tricks and traps on you. Okay. Which is what I was just mentioning to you.
Yep.
Which I get to roll 4 dice now. And then that's damage dealt. Yeah. So any crit or wild deals a point of damage to you. Okay. That's 1 damage.
And what is the attack? Or is it?
It's not an attack, it's a superpower.
Okay.
So it deals 1 damage to you because I had 1 crit, and then this character may advance short. And Mysterio just moved over a little bit. Actually, I'll come up this way. Still be within 1 of this. Don't want to be within 2, though. Right, like so, with his short advance from the tricks and traps. What are you doing else with Hulk?
So I'm going to move him short.
Oh no, I don't like this.
To here.
Okay, so he is within 1 of the center objective.
Yep.
Yep.
And then I'm going to... Which one was the one I wanted to look at here? I'm going to spend 1 power because of Cap's thing for strongest one there is.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw Venom medium.
Okay, into...
The pickup truck.
You're going to throw him into the pickup truck?
Yeah.
Okay, so like just straight like this.
Yeah.
So he takes a point of damage from that. Okay. So after throwing Venom into that pickup truck, doing something else?
I'm going to do awful things to Green Goblin with Hulk Smash.
No! Why? What has Green Goblin ever done to you? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. All right, let's see what you get. Because you even get a bonus die from the damage on you too, right? So.
Yep. So for every 4 points of damage, I get one. Now I just get the additional die off that.
So it's like 9 or 10 or
9 dice.
9 dice. Ugh. Really good.
And so I get to choose between stagger and throw.
I think you get both if you the wild procs, right?
Wild, yeah.
Yeah, no, you get both, dude. If it,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Hulk smash. If you get a wild, which chances are you're going to get a wild. So
Hopefully.
yeah,
All right.
let's see what you get.
No wild.
No wild. That's not a good roll for Hulk at all. There's the wild.
Hey.
There. So my 4 physical defense says I'm blocking 2, so he'll take 1.
Okay.
So
that'll be the wild. So you gain the stagger condition, and
Yeah.
I get to throw you short
okay, you get to throw me short.
into the lamppost.
Okay, sounds good. And being thrown into that lamppost, he is now sitting at 6 out of 7. Now, you could have thrown him out of character, you know, if you wanted to, and caused me to do a dodge check instead. If that is something. Because then you still would do a point of damage to him, but you could also do damage to one of the other characters, right? Like Doc Ock or Carnage or somebody else.
This throws you further away.
It doesn't matter for him, though, because he's range 4 with his attacks. He's going to hit you anyways.
Fair enough. Okay, so
Right?
let's do it this way then.
Okay. That makes more sense, I think. So now I got to do my Doc Ock has to make a dodge roll, which is 4. I'm going to be dodging most of this damage, I hope. Yeah, so he's going to take 1 point of damage on Doc Ock because he's size 3.
Okay.
And then you take 3 plus 1 from the throw, right?
Gotcha.
So, but I dodged 3 of them, so he's going to take 1 point of damage from that. Okay, Venom's going to go for me because you have nobody else to activate, correct?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm going to do We Are Venom into the Hulk. I want to try to get as much damage out of you as possible. This is physical. You are incinerated, so your defense will get lowered by 1.
Yep.
Come on, Hulk, do something. And your crits don't explode because of symbiote instincts. So that's 4 so far. Okay, so against your 3. My crit says 5. I'm going to get you to re-roll one of those successes. All right, so now you do have 2 successes there.
Yep.
So you're taking 3 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay, but you have your Hulk superpower thing, and it's a new turn, so it lowers the cost down to 3, and you have 3 power left. So you can re-roll those 3.
Including...
Technically, you actually would have to do that beforehand. Never mind. So superpower time, I'm going to spend the 2 last power on Venom to do Web Snare onto Black Widow. So she's going to come... And actually, hold on. You're size 4 with Hulk, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Widow is going to come down here. Like so. Because I get to move you towards me 3. Right? Yes, medium towards me pushed. So, I don't have the power to do anything. And then I'm going to try to get Venom back into position to contest that point. And the second action is just a move action to get me within 1. I'm actually going to tuck up. No, I'll just stay there. No, I will tuck up here, actually. I did my web snare on Black Widow, where really I should have done it on the Hulk and then just moved up there where the Hulk was. Never even thought about it until after the fact. And I'm like, oh man, that sucks. So we're now contesting it. Just changes things slightly, but that's okay. My activation for Mysterio has been a double move off of this back objective onto that center point because it's worth 3 victory points compared to the 1. It also sets up some stuff that I'm hoping to do in a turn or so, maybe. So with that said, I'm going to go into Doc Ock. Doc Ock is going to have some fun now. He's going to do... What is he going to do? Let me see. I don't know yet. Doc Ock is going to go for me. What I'm going to do with Doc Ock is I'm going to do an energy arm lasers attack into Hulk. It's 6 dice energy versus your now 2 because you're incinerated. So let's see what happens here. I get a pierce on the wild here, and you don't get cover from this either, so you don't increase that. So, yeah, here we go. 6 dice. I get a power from the Scientific Hubris with that crit. That does not bring anything in there, so we're looking at 3. Okay, so I'm going to make you re-roll because it's on my turn. That 1, you blocked it anyway, so you're taking 2 damage. Do you want to use powers to re-roll everything? I guess I should have asked that first, because you only had... No. So you're taking 2 points of damage on that. Actually, I have Pierce, technically, so that would have been a blank.
Right.
You would have had to re-roll it if you wanted it to be anything because of the Pierce.
Right.
So technically you're taking 3.
Okay.
Okay. Then you re-roll everything, so...
Yeah.
And then I would modify after that. So re-roll that, you just keep that one. You've already re-rolled it. Okay. I was going to say keep that one anyways.
Yeah.
And then I would get you to re-roll that again, because I would have that second re-roll, right? So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So you take 2 points of damage. Now I'm going to do my strike into you. It's 4 dice, physical this time. So here we go. 4 dice. I get another power from that, so I get 2 power on him so far. You're blocking none?
It's not looking good.
And it costs 4 now to re-roll everything.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's atrocious.
Okay, so you're blocking
atrocious.
1. So you're taking 1, though. You're only taking 1, so I'll gain 1 power from that as well. Which puts me at a lot of power now. So then he's using 3 to do his clutches, and I'm throwing Thor, who is within range 3 of me,
Yep.
into Hulk. So now you need to make a dodge roll for the Hulk, because Thor collides with him. Dodge is your physical defense, so roll 4 dice. It's not, you don't, it does not affect it. Okay, so you're blocking none. So you're going to take 3 damage from Thor colliding with you.
Okay.
And then Thor takes 1 damage from colliding as well. And then you get power from that, equal to the damage taken. I'm going to go with Bullseye next. I'm going to do a 4-die throwing knife, which will gain me 1 power automatically, so I'll have 7 power in total on him.
Okay.
I'm going to do a 4-die throwing knife into Hulk. You only have 4 damage left on him, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to gain a power from that. I'm doing nothing.
Yeah.
Not a single one. But I gain a power, which is good. I wanted that. So I'm going to do 4 plus 2 for a hit and run action. Actually... no, I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be 4 plus 2 for hit and run with pin cushion, okay? So pin cushion is my spender. So it's 6 power in total. And it is physical. It's 5 dice physical. It's rapid fire and bleeding, I think. You don't benefit from cover, and you get bleeding after this as well. So it's physical. 5 dice. There we go. So 4 going into the Hulk. You're blocking 1. Crits do happen. Blocking 2, so you're going to take 2, unless you want to re-roll that.
No, I don't have enough power.
Okay, so you take 2. And you are bleeding, and I get to advance, or rapid fire, sorry, but I do my hit and run. And the rapid fire now into the Hulk. 5 dice. Let's see, how much do I have to put on you? 2?
2, yeah.
Can Bullseye take out the Hulk? Come on!
Something.
Well, that's 3, so let's see what you get. Blocking 1, that's enough, unless you re-roll, but you got the power to do it, so you can re-roll. Do you have to re-roll all, or is it any? I can't remember. Let's see what those 2 re-rolls get you. Nothing. So you are down with 2 damage. Bullseye takes down the Hulk.
Yeah.
Okay, so cleanup phase. I'm going to be scoring 1, 2, 3, 4 to your 0 this round,
Yep.
Ben. And I'm also going to move the researcher straight back towards my evac on your side. So it's going to move back 2 straight back as well. So if you could move that token. There we go. And that happens in the power phase. But yeah, the Hulk is gone. Guys are dazed all over the place. Let's see what happens into a round. Thor is up next. What are you doing, sir?
So I'm going to spend a couple points for Asgard.
Yep.
And I'm going to... Hopefully this works.
Oh, you're going to get anywhere you need to be, basically. Yep.
So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to take a strike against...
Carnage or Green Goblin to knock or daze Green Goblin. It's up to you. Both are deadly.
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
Both are powered up as well.
Green Goblin.
Okay, he only has 1 damage left. So, like, in all honesty, you could throw Green Goblin into somebody and deal that 1 point of damage against them automatically.
Yeah.
So, like, you don't even have to strike into Green Goblin. You could strike into Carnage.
Okay.
And just
I'm gonna
throw.
do Bullseye, actually.
Okay, yeah.
And then throw Bullseye at Green Goblin.
Well, but your throw on your strike is away, so it has to come this way. But and it's a May, you don't have to. But like, if you just use your superpower to throw Green Goblin into Ock, you do 1 damage automatically to him.
Yeah.
And then he needs to make a dodge roll or take damage.
Right.
So he would automatically daze just from a basic throw, your superpower. What is the strongest Avenger, I think it's called?
Yeah, but the for Asgard thing.
Yeah. So do your strike into Carnage.
Well, what I'm thinking is I kind of want to do God of Thunder.
Okay.
Just to get as much.
Yeah. So do your strike into Carnage to put as much damage onto him, because you have potential to kill everybody here, right?
So we're going to do it that way.
Yeah, so do your strike into Carnage.
Yeah.
This is physical, yes?
Yes, it's... Yep.
Yeah, so I have 5 defense. Alright. Let's see what you go there. You got 4. 5. Carnage says, blocking none, so he's going to take 5.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so what are you doing with Thor?
I'm going to spend 6 power for God of Thunder.
Ooh.
And cause as much damage as possible. Now,
Yeah,
Hawkeye
yeah.
will take 1.
Hawkeye will take 1, yeah.
But then I get to roll 7 dice on everybody else.
Yeah. Who do you want to start with?
Let's start with Carnage, because he scares the crap out of me.
Carnage has 1 energy defense. That's 3. Carnage says, blocking 1, he'll take 2. That is enough to actually daze him, because he's sitting on 5. That needed to be a shield.
Yeah.
And then he still would have been around. So he is dazed, taking 2 more points of damage. Going into Bullseye next. Let's see what your attack does against him. Blocking none, so he's going to take 3 points of damage. I will do Parting Shot, so after targeting this character is resolved, the character may use this superpower. You gain 1 point of damage, and then I advance away short. Okay?
Okay.
So he's going to be like, peace out, I don't like you, I want to come over this way. So he's going to come and contest that objective.
Okay.
And then you take a point of damage on Thor.
Okay.
So, and that is that. Doc Ock next, I guess? Or do you want to do Green Goblin?
and then
Okay. So I got 3. I think Green Goblin's also done. You only need to do 1 to him, so yeah. So Green Goblin is also dazed.
Okay. And then Doc Ock.
Yeah. There's nothing. There's nothing I can do. I do get a power from that, plus the 1 damage that you did to him. Yeah, there we go. Bullseye is now gonna go. I'm gonna do a pincushion with the 3 power. Well, it's 2 power, but with the 3, it's 4 power. Never mind. I'm gonna do my throwing knives into Hawkeye, which is 4 dice.
Okay.
It is physical. Yep. Let's see if I can take out Hawkeye. I got 1. That has to be something. You got a crit. Reroll or add your crit in there, because I could get you to reroll that. Okay, so you have no other rerolls, so I want you to reroll that, see if it comes up blank. So you take a point of damage, which gets me a power. I will now, I'll now spend my 4 for the pin cushion into Bullseye. So it's 5 dice, rapid fire. So here's my first 5 dice, so over there. So 3 going into Hawkeye. Blocking 1.
Okay.
So you'll take 2.
2.
Yeah, and you get the bleed condition as well. And then rapid fire. So here we go with my rapid fire. I only need to do 1 more, yes?
Yep.
Alright. That's 4 going into you.
So unless I make all these.
Yeah. You got 2. That's solid. That is not enough though. Hawkeye is out of the game.
Yeah.
And Bullseye will be done. Going with Cap next. What are you going to do, sir?
So I'm going to spend a power for Shield Slam.
Okay.
I'm going to put that into Mysterio.
Okay. So it's how much power are you spending there? It's 2?
It's, well, reduce it by 1, right?
No. Shield Slam is an attack. It's only superpowers that get reduced.
Spend 2 on that.
Okay. If you don't add 2 more, I get to use my 5 Mystic defense.
Does this affect anything I want to do? Nope. So, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend the additional 2.
So I get 1.
So 6 dice.
Yep. 2.
Come on, damn.
Block and done.
Okay.
So you'll take 2 points of damage, and you got to throw, I think, too, away, isn't it?
Maybe thrown.
It's up to you.
Which, you know what? Yeah. We'll do
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Sounds good. It's away. So throwing Mysterio into Venom, so I'm off the objective and causing an extra point of damage into Mysterio. Let's see what Venom's dodge looks like. He blocks 1, so he's going to take 2.
Okay.
Doing a shield throw now with Cap into Venom. That's 3.
Yep.
Venom says, I'm blocking 1, blocking 2. So he'll take 1 and is still kicking. You do have the wild for the ricochet.
So I get the ricochet.
But after the attack resolves against Venom, I guess yours would proc off first, right? Because yours is after the attack, right? Is resolved?
After attack is resolved, yeah.
Yeah, so yours will proc first before mine. So he'll take 1 point of damage. I will be doing so many snacks against you. Okay. Now into Mysterio. You are spending the power, so I don't get my added things. You got 4 there. I say I get another failure. That is going to be a dazed Mysterio. And here's my so many snacks up against Cap. It's going to be just my basic symbiote strike. I got 1. You block it, but you do get bleed. So you get bleed. So you'll take a point of damage, Cap, from that. Venom's going to go. I am going to do web snare onto Cap using his last 2 power to advance him towards me medium. So instead of towards me, when I say towards me, I mean like straight down, like that. So you're off the objectives. I guess you're healthy or injured anyways, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I'm gonna, I'm gonna come up here to grab both.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna strike into Thor. I think I want to place myself within 3 of him with that. Here we go with the strike into Thor, symbiote strike or symbiote tendrils. 2. You will be bleeding at the end of this. You're blocking 3. So.
And I already have the bleed condition.
Yeah. So it is what it is. So that is Venom's go. Black Widow's moving.
Just gonna go to here.
Yeah, just back a little bit there. Yep.
And then
You can't contest both with your base size, which is good. Unlike myself with Venom.
yeah.
What are you going to do, sir? What are you going to do?
I am going to do mixed technique for 2 power.
Okay.
1 power actually because of Cap.
No, it's 2 power because it's an
2?
attack, right?
Okay,
It's only
right.
superpowers that get reduced.
So this is gonna be
Is it physical? It is physical.
physical.
Up against Venom?
Up against Venom.
Okay. Venom, don't die.
So
2. Venom says, come on, block. Oh, no, he takes 1 and is dazed. All right, so you do daze Venom. He gets a power from that. All my guys except for Bullseye are dazed this round. So I do have priority. And with that advanced short from Mixed Technique, you are able to just get within 1 of both those points. So you will be scoring 3 victory points.
actually, sorry, that's only on a wild.
Oh.
Did
I don't know. In the cleanup phase, I am scoring no victory points to Ben. You are
I
scoring.
got 1 here.
Oh, I got 1. Yes, that's right. That one over there. So I'll score 1 up to 7, and you're going to score 3 up to 5 going in round 4. You've also moved the researcher in the power phase over to the other side of Black Widow. So starting off the round with Venom, but before I do, I'm going to spend 4 of the 6 power from Mysterio to play the Grand Illusion, so everybody within 3 enemy characters. Their crits don't explode, and they're turned to failures as well, any crits that they do roll. So so that only has Natasha in range right now, but I'm hoping to eventually... And Cap, I guess, is in range too, but eventually I want Thor in that, just to be on the safe side. But what I'm going to do, with Carnage's activation, I'm going to do Sadistic Glee, and then I'm going to do a Maximum Carnage because he was sitting at 10 power.
Yep.
So that's 7 power to do that in total, leaving him with 3. But it increases the Sadistic Glee's dice from 7 to 9. But any attack that has a failure in it, he takes a point of damage.
Okay.
Okay? So 9 dice. Let's do that.
This is physical?
Physical, yeah. Let's do that against Thor first.
Okay.
Okay? So 9 dice, Sadistically, and it has Rampage too, which is nice. Not that it will matter. So here we go. Against Thor. Crits. So that's 4 going into Thor. Blocking 1. Your crits don't explode because of Symbiote Instincts.
Right.
Do you have any rerolls or anything like that? I don't think so, right?
There's not with him.
Okay, so I'm going to use my once around or turn to get you to
He
reroll.
would be stunned because I would have 3 damage against me, right? That would go away.
No, because you're not in range yet of... You're not in range of Mysterio, but I need you to reroll one of those to see if one of them goes away. It does. So now you are
Stunned.
dazed. Yeah. Okay. So that's that.
Okay.
And then I will also do that into Natasha as well.
Okay.
Okay. So it's going to be 9
She
dice.
gets that or blanks to this.
She gets to add or blanks to this. That's right. So 9 dice.
Yep.
I'm dropping things here. Now your crits don't explode and they turn to failures. All right. So that's a little bit okay. That's 4 in total. So, and crit, so 5 going into Natasha. Blocking 1, so you take 4.
Which is enough to take her out.
Okay, she's gone. So Natasha's gone. I'm going to spend the last 3 power now for Paint the Town Red with Carnage. He is going to come over this way and jump on this point. Those points, I guess. And he's going to do because of Paint the Town Red, his symbiote tendrils into Captain America, so it's 5 dice. You're going to bump up his defense. It's physical, I'm assuming. Here we go with my 5 dice versus your 6 with Vibranium Shield. I got 1.
I got 1 too.
You got lots more because those blanks count.
Oh, okay.
But you do get the bleed condition.
Yeah, she still has.
Yeah. Oh, he already has it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try that again. I'll do another symbiote tendril into you. This is now my second action because it was a superpower with... and I think I took a point of damage.
Vibranium Shield is...
2 normally.
Is only for the...
1 attack.
1 attack.
Yeah, so you can do Vibranium Shield again.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So here we go. Vibranium Shielding up.
Yep.
Okay. That's better. That's 4. And 5 going into you. Okay, so you're blocking 4.
4.
Yeah. So you'll take 1 point of damage. I'll gain 1 power back. And you already have the bleed, so that is okay from that. Okay, so what are you doing with your cap?
Gonna do a shield throw into Carnage.
Okay, this is shield throw. Let's see what you get there. So your
no wilds.
Yeah, and that goes away too because of Mysterio's thing. It turns into a failure. So this is into Carnage.
Yep.
Carnage is blocking 2 because you are not contesting that point.
Yep.
So he's contesting. So he's takes none.
Takes none.
Yep. Okay. Want to do that again?
Who's got the weakest physical defense out of all those guys?
Mysterio, when you pay his power, is only 1 physical defense.
Okay, I'm gonna...
So you have to pay 2 additional power to do that, though.
Yep, I guess I'm gonna do that.
Shield throw into him? I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shield throw...
It's not bad. Okay. I block none. I will get a power from that, and I'll get 3 more from the damage that you did to me. Or 2 more, because that was a crit, right?
But the crit goes away.
Yes. Did you explode? Because you shouldn't have exploded either.
Yeah, I rolled a blank. So.
Okay, that's fine. So, so 2 damage, or 1 damage, sorry, onto Mysterio, and he gets 1 power because it was a blank in his defense roll. So, all right, so it's going to be going into my activation, but I think we're just going to call it there because you have no activations left with only Thor and Cap on the board. And I got a bunch of guys that can move all over the place. So, like, I can attack into Cap with Doc Ock. with modifiers from Mysterio. Carnage or Venom can pull him up and do a couple of, or an attack, and then move back onto that back objective. You know, Green Goblin can hit him and then be away from Thor. Right?
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, and then Mysterio could then also attack Cap if he needed to and move on to that objective. So like that's going to put me at the end of this round just by moving alone at 14 points, right, to your 0. So
well, I mean, I'll be sitting at 5.
You'll be sitting at 5, but yeah, 0 gain this round.
Zero
So
gain, yes.
I think with that said, I think you're fair to say, yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
It's just beating a dead horse, you know, even more, as the saying goes.
Beating a dead Cap.
Yes, yeah.
Or
well,
dead Hulk.
Yes, dead Hulk. He is down and gone. So we'll come back with the after action report. Welcome, guys, to the after action report. You just saw the match between my Spider Foes and Ben's Avengers.
Yep.
I'm sorry. What was your thoughts on the match?
It was fun.
Okay, I'm glad.
Definitely misplayed Natasha off the nose.
Yes.
But without the card really between her and Hawkeye, figured, okay, use her as a threat too to get rid of the trap.
Yeah.
But
which it did.
It did.
So
Hulk going down the way that he did was a little surprising.
Once you had Hulk activated,
yeah,
and in the center of like everybody,
it
allowed me to focus on him, which at that point in time, with no Cap
right
in range to bodyguard,
right,
then yeah,
and Cap would only have been able to take a little bit
because like Hulk was over here and Cap was here, right?
Yeah.
So
but then Thor going off the way he did was
amazing.
So much fun.
Yes, right? Well, it's just like Carnage. I didn't expect him to do as good as he did. You know, not that he can't do it, but it's spiky dice. Like I look, who did I take out with Carnage? It was Hawkeye. It was Cap with his first strike where it spiked like 8 damage on him. It was Hawkeye after that, and that was...
I did a fair bit of work on Hulk too.
Yeah, or was it Thor? Maybe it was Thor. I can't remember. But either way,
I played the game and I forgot.
Yeah, right. Well, it's been a couple hours playing it, but like, yeah, Carnage is just so good. If you don't take him out and he has that power, he's just going to be like bam. And then
Mysterio's stacking on all his abilities.
Spider Foes are crazy good.
Yeah.
And if this was a different scenario, Green Goblin and Doc Ock have a card where it's like, if you're holding a objective like a hammer, let's say,
I know the one you're talking about.
I can't even remember, not Sinister Traps, well-laid plans.
Well-laid plans, yeah.
And then all of a sudden they all have to roll dice or drop their stuff and take damage. It's like, it's so good. Like, I love these guys. They're just so fun.
And at 20 threat, I mean, you can bring out all the toys.
Yeah. I just had all the fun characters here. Carnage, Venom, Green Goblin.
But that was honestly why I chose 20 threat was...
So you could play with everything. Yeah, it was super fun, dude. I appreciate it. Ben, dude, I appreciate you coming out and getting a game in with me. It was a blast. It was spiky. I was concerned with your dice rolls at the beginning. Then my dice spiked, and then all
very
Carnage.
Swingy. Very swingy.
All Carnage came out right there.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, it was awesome. Guys, thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, make sure you check out the Patreon link in the description of the video below. If you like the content and want to support the channel, you can do it through there. Also, check out our channel sponsors through Torchlight Games and Hobbies. You can use the code FIRE5 to save yourself 5% off of your hobby supply needs through their web store. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, ignite your hobby.